Hello friends, good day to you all. Today we will continue with the gaps chapter 2. During our last class we have gone through various types of gaps. Today we will go more on that one. Last class we discussed what is a gap. A gap is a non-traded area and how the gap acts as support and resistance. Then we dealt with the common gaps and breakaway gaps. We already discussed that common gaps are gaps within a trading range which don't have much relevance because the market is moving up and down in the range. The range can be a triangular form or any pattern like a triangle breakout, head and shoulder, any patterns. And once it breaks away from that range is known as breakaway gap. Breakaway gap is the one which break out from the range. It has tremendous importance as there is a market sentiment is much high to break out from the range, and from there the market moves up or moves down, depends whichever the direction the gap occurred. So the gap is the indication of a direction of the next move. So gaps have importance. So last class we discussed till breakaway gap. So today we will go with the runaway gap. Now we have to cover runaway gap, exhaustion gap, island reversal, one day island and partial gap. So we will complete all these gaps today's session. Runaway gap, also known as a continuation gap, formed after the initial move. The initial move mostly will be breakout or breakaway gap. There can be two or more runaway gaps. This indicates increased confidence in the stock. So this gap is called measuring gap or midway gap. This provides a further chance for those who miss the initial move. Runaway gap is not associated with any pattern. Runaway gaps occur in the course of rapid straight advance. Let us have a look on the picture or chart, then we will discuss on this runaway gap. This chart is a Reliance chart on the recent moves. Here, after the corona issue, Reliance fell down rapidly with a runaway gap here. It fell down and reached on the support. And the support, it took support this line, this area, and it broken above 5 days consolidation. Here it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days range. It broken with a long candle. It's a strong bullish candle. When you see in the chart, you can see a strong bullish candle. And after that, the market moved up continuously. Then here it made one more gap. You should see that the gap which was formed on the downside, the same area it broken above the previous gap. this gap got closed here. So this gap is called a midway gap or runaway gap. Midway gap, sometimes they call it measuring gap, because most of the time the range from this point to this area can be measured, and mostly the same range you will get on the upside. If you see, it's almost on the mid side. This range will be the same as of this range. So it is called midway gap. Basically, it's a runaway gap because there is confidence in the market to buy above this gap. You must understand, gap will act as support and resistance. This gap was a resistance and is broken above this gap. You see the line, the market opened above. It's a huge gap, which indicates market sentiment is more to buy. So people bought here, then market moved up again, then one more runaway gap here with a bullish side. So these runaway gaps indicating the market sentiments is strong towards the direction where the gap is occurred. So this gap is called midway gap or measuring gap. Next gap is exhaustion gap. Exhaustion means the word itself is exhausting, getting tired after a long move. Exhaustion gaps are at the end of an up or down move. The exhaustion gap is the terminal phase of the advance or decline of the move. The market moved up quite some time and it got exhausted. There are many other technical indicators indicating the exhaustion side. This could be the last runaway gap, as we explained in the last picture we shown. The last gap was an exhaustion gap. Opening price will be higher than the closing price. Price will end up with a bearish candle in an uptrend market. Price will end up with a bearish candle in an uptrend market and a bullish candle in a downtrend market. The last candle will be an opposite color or some reversal candle, like what we learned in our candlestick pattern, like doji, stars. Or maybe it can be dragonfly doji, gravestone doji. Any one type of candle will be indicating. It will indicate some sort of candle there. There will be exceptional high volume. This gap is equivalent to dark cloud cover or piercing pattern. Let us have a look on that chart. Let us go back to the same chart again, Reliance chart. We saw a runaway gap here and one more runaway gap here, then one more gap above this candle, and this candle is a exhaustion gap. This candle indicating like showing like a gravestone doji, a doji star or a gravestone doji. Market opened above the high close of this candle but couldn't sustain it, came back. Market moved up here but it came back. That means buyer strength is very low there. All the way market was running up, very strong movement, but it got exhausted here because the resistance is there. There is one resistance line there, and this resistance line moving further left side also. I didn't show here. So because of the resistance, buyer's sentiment changed. So here they sold out what profit, whatever they bought and made profit here. So that it indicates the exhaustion gap is the profit booking time. Most of them who bought here or here also, they made profit and they exited from the market. So buyers are low, small here and sellers are more, so market came down. So this gap is known as exhaustion gap. Next gap is one day island. One day island is reversalist candle is a exhaustion candle like a engulfing candle, hammer, hanging man, etc. This candle should confirm with the strong volume. As we saw in the last chart, the last candle was a one day island reversal. And this one day island we already learned in the candlestick charting techniques. We already explained that candle. We will go back to the picture again, the chart again, and see what is one day island. This exhaustion gap priced gapped up above this close and moved up and made a bearish candle. Then next day it gapped down. So this area, between this area which is having two gap and the single candle is staying like an island. That's why it is called one day island. There is a gap here, there is a gap here. So it is one man standing alone like. So this candle is a reversal signal. So those who learned the candlestick charting pattern, they book profit here. Because they don't know the market may go down, but the signal is reversal of the direction. So this is a one day island indicating a reversal pattern. So there will be two gaps, one gap here, one gap here. And mostly it comes after a exhaustion gap, and this candle can be it can be a engulfing, and if it is on the bottom it will be a piercing candle, but it can be any candle what we learned in the candlestick charting pattern. Now we will discuss on the island reversal. Island reversal is a runaway gap occurring in a small trading area and a breakaway gap. Price opens up with a upward gap in an uptrend and remain for few days and fall with a downward gap. This indicates a reversal pattern. In an uptrend, market will be running up with the runaway gaps, and the last runaway gap buyers are not more, so there will be few days on accumulation and still difficult to move up. Then it break down with a breakaway gap. So there will be two gaps within the trading range. So that range is known as island, and once it breaks out with the range breakdown with a breakaway gap, it is known as a island reversal. Island can be there, but if it breaks above, it's a continuation of the gap, but once it breaks down, it's like a breakaway gap and the direction changing. So it is called as a island reversal. Let us have a look on the chart now. Let us take a look at the Reliance chart again. It is interesting Reliance chart to learn, no? There are a lot of patterns on the Reliance chart. Strong move pattern, strong move pattern, strong move. And after moving all the way up here, it made a runaway gap. This is the runaway gap. And once this makes a runaway gap, many people might have thought it could be a runaway gap or midway gap. It's a huge gap, 46 points for Reliance. But that gap didn't sustain much. You see that market opened here and moved up here and came down and closed negative. Then after that gap, buyers were less. That's why it is indicating the long upper shadow. And small candle, upper shadow small, larger. And here it made a bearish candle, large bearish candle. It closed 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So the candle was enough to close 4 candles. So this candle itself is a reversal signal. Then one more gap it took but couldn't sustain. It came down. Then market moved on sideways and it tried to break away this range. This high tried to break away here. It made a bullish candle and here it opened here. This market opened here but came down. That means the resistance is strong here. This line is a strong resistance line. The market came down. Next day gapped down. When it gapped down means some strong hands are selling. It moved down here. Then market came down. Here it gapped up. Here it gapped down. So this area seems like a island. There are few days trading here without much profit. So this area is called island and this gap indicating a island reversal. This was 21 days side move and the market broken down, then came down, attempted to move again here, but it's a strong large bearish candle. Then market came down. So understanding this pattern is important, and the sentiment over there, the market sentiment is also interested to understand. Then only we understand why it is gapping down and moving down. So the concept on the support and resistance, which will be leading later, this is important to understand also. Then only we can understand the market sentiment, why it is taking a gap here, why it is not sustaining above, why it is moving down. So this pattern is called island reversal. We learned various gaps. The one more gap, which is the 7th one, we will be learning partial gap. Partial gap says small gap, very difficult to understand and see. But those who understand this gap, they make good money. They are good in making money in the market. And many books don't have this information on the gap, partial gap. So most of the technical books we are referring, I am referring, don't show this partial gap. But I learned from my guru this gap. And this gap mostly gives 5-6 days trading. And the technical books also we will be dealing next class. We will give an introduction which are the books we need to learn, why and learn, which are the books good in the market. And learning is knowledge. You must keep reading and understanding more on the market. Then only you can specialize in this field. You get skilled after learning and trading. Partial gap signals are the end of move on a trending market. In an uptrending market, price should show lower high compared to the previous high. In a downtrending market, price should show higher low compared to the previous low. These two terminology important to understand. In a rallying market, if the market is moving up, price should open lower high. That means the upward trend looks like exhausted. That is the reason it is showing lower high. And in a downtrending market, price should show higher low. That means downward trend getting exhausted. So the market didn't reach the last day's session. The market remained above the last previous day's session. That is higher low. Gaps are available in all time frames. Partial gaps provide at least 3 to 5 bars. Let us have a look on the partial gap. We will go back to the Reliance chart again. If you see, okay, now if you see the Reliance move, September 20th, it made a bullish candle. Before that, one day before that, the low was little lower than lower than the September 20th. So 20th gap, Reliance gapped up. The closing was here and the 20th it gapped up here, this area. I am sorry, this is hiding in my show. Gapped up here, then made a strong bullish candle. So it made a higher low on that particular day. 20th it made a higher low. This low is higher than this low. So that is the importance. Partial gap, it should open with a gap and the low should be higher than the previous day's low. I hope you understood the concept of this partial gap. Then this gap broken above this range, 1, 2, 3, 4 days range broken out with a strong move. Then market moved up. Then it made a flag structure here. Market moved up again. Then the market made a runaway gap and made a island reversal, and the market halted its up move and came down. So this partial gap most of the time gives 4 to 5 candles trade and sometimes more. So identifying the partial gap is important. So today we will conclude our lessons on gap. We will do more on support and resistance on next class. It's very important to learn this. Where is the support and where is the resistance? Then only you can be a participant in the market. All the money comes from understanding the support and resistance. As we learned with the gaps act as support and resistance, and we learned on the candlestick chart pattern, where most of the candles what we learned is indicating a reversal pattern. Kindly send me your feedback in the comment box. If you like my video, kindly acknowledge by pressing the like signal on the video YouTube. If you are not happy, please inform that by giving a thumb down. If you like, give a thumb up, because I must know what is my feedback from the learners. If there is any shortcoming, kindly inform that so I can improve. Good day. See you again on the next class. Very important lesson, support and resistance. Don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will be alerted on the next video. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you again on next week.